I really want to like this gun. Change the safety. Cut the 12, but what are you even aiming at? It wasn't even close. Can I even get the gong? I don't know. Well, no wonder. Hot, 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 hot. If you can see that or not. Look at how far over that sight has moved. Just in the 150 or so rounds I've fired today. That is not boding well. Rear sight is holding fairly well, but that front sight is way off. In fact, I've been kind of disappointed in this gun, so I haven't had it out to the range in quite a while. Main thing is with the front sight. Let's see if you can see that there. The front sight right now is centered again. It has a tendency to self-adjust. So we're not going to aim at anything. Well, yeah, we'll aim at the plates. We got two 15-round mags, and let's just see where the sight starts to move. Sight's still where it belongs. And the sight has started to move just a little bit. Just a little bit to the left. And that was the first 15 shots. 15 more. Red Prairie Dog. Alright, so that is 30 rounds, and it's noticeably moving to the left. It has moved almost one full striation on the barrel there. And again, I'm not sure how well the camera is picking it up, but 30 rounds, self-adjusting front sight's already moving. Highly disappointed. So do I send it back to the factory, or do I just get a hold of a reputable company to put a better sight in there? Jury's still out. The Wesson DWX. I've done a couple of videos on this. I'll post them throughout somewhere up here. And if you go back to my earlier video, this was to me the holy grail of guns when it was announced at SHOT Show in, what was it, SHOT Show 2020. For a number of reasons, they actually didn't come out in production for several years. Last year I got a hold of this DWX Compact. I like the Compact because, again, I'm all into carry guns, not necessarily range guns, but this can serve certainly as both. When it originally came out, did not have a rail, did not have an optics cut. When I got this one, a rail was standard now, rail, or you can get it with or without a rail, with or without optics cut. And this one does have a cut, does not have an optics plate yet. And talk about that. Actually, I'll go into that now because I'm just going to do some really rapid continuous shooting here, kind of a burn down, and I'm going to roll some footage in somewhere along the line here for a number of range sessions I've done with this. If you go back to the earlier videos, you remember I had a self-adjusting front sight. This sight would be walking off to the left as I shot, and as little as one magazine. I've put that back in now. Some people say send it back to Dan Wesson. Well, I had one that I sent back one time, a long time ago. I had a Springfield Range Officer Compact that had the same thing. The front sight would walk. I sent it back to Springfield, and they centered it, and they staked it and ground off on the stake on the inside of the slide. Didn't do a good job at all. I don't want a staked front sight, so I've been a little reluctant to send this back. So I figured I'd do it myself. Now, it does have a tritium front sight, which I like, but again, that dovetailed, it was walking. So I added some Loctite, blue Loctite 242, I believe, and put it in there. I've got 2 range sessions, I think, since I Loctited that in, and today we're going to shoot it a little bit more. In fact, I'm going to do a 75 round burn down. I got 5 mags of 15 each loaded up, and I'm going to run through those just as fast as I can because I really want to like this gun. Now the problem is, of course, if I get an optics plate for the rear, then the rear sight, this optics plate comes with a notch for the rear sight, but does not come with the rear sight. So that means I've also got to then get a rear sight and get the front sight to complement it. And with blue Loctite, I should be able to add a little heat and push that out of there. I don't want to put too much heat on there because of that nice dot on the front sight. So I got to be kind of careful in getting that out of there. And then I got to figure out to get the right sights. Man, I don't know. Again, I really wanted to like this, but we'll give it another try today. All right, I'm going to do 75 rounds fairly quickly. I've got the secondary camera, the B-roll camera, set up so that it's catching both the 25 and the 50-yard plates at the same time. We'll have to try to do a little editing to bring in those as I shoot them, and I'm going to bounce back and forth between 12, 25, 50, and so forth. So don't know where I'm going to shoot until I decide to shoot. All right, I'm not a video guy, so that's the B-roll camera. What's this? B2 or B1.0 or whatever it is. Anyway, all right, Dan Wesson DWX. This is strictly 124 grain. Federal ammunition. Just got delivery of it yesterday, and let's just start shooting and let's just see where we end up. All right, I'm going to ask Alice and we'll go from there. And barely hit that fourth plate. Missed the third. Let's do that again. So if I remember right, this is shooting. Oh, this is shooting low. That's better. Red Prairie Dog. And okay, that mag is empty, so I got one in the chamber. Let's go over to 25 and do the Yellow Raccoon, the Black Crow, come on. He's either a real stubborn crow or I'm just not hitting him. I ride the safety also. It's one thing I don't like about this. I'm going to keep it pointed down range because we are loaded. That small safety is not a good shelf for my thumb and starting to be uncomfortable. All right, I know the gun's shooting a little low at 25. There we go. Head flipper on the black silhouette. Barely. There we go. Now I got to get that out of the way so I can get the red woodchuck. Got the red woodchuck without moving the plate. There we go. Green or white with a green center, 10-inch. Oh, I got to get the standing prairie dog. Let's go up to 50. Let's get the gong. 16-inch. 12-inch below it. 10-inch. 8-inch. Yeah. Did I get the plate or did I get the shepherd's hook? I don't know. Let's try it again. Yeah, that sounded good. 6-inch, way over there on the left. Not faring well on the 6-inch. 2 rounds left out of this magazine. 2 more on the 6. Give that a try. And I got something. All right. One more time on the gong. Back here to the 25. Let's do the black 12 with a weight. 8-inch next to it. Frustrating. This is me, not the gun. I can't get an 8-inch at 25 yards. I'm looking at the front sight. It's not moving. Back sight's not moving. There we go. 6-inch, way over there on the left. Okay, back to the plate rack. Off my rhythm. Blew the last plate again. This time to go right to left. And there it is. 75 rounds. in fairly short order. And yeah, it's nice and hot, but that front sight with a little bit of Loctite did not move. All right, but the more I shoot it, the more I don't like that short safety. I don't know, I gotta complain about something, but I really want to like this gun. Change the safety on it, try an optic, we'll see. Still not to where I feel confident carrying it. Anyway, Dan Wesson DWX update. I'm not getting rid of it. I'm not sending it back to the mothership to be worked on. I am, by the way, you do know it's unloaded here. Yeah, I'm going to keep working at it. Maybe it'll really grow on me. I hope it does. All right, thanks for stopping in.